Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Oregon Preparedness. Today is 6th of January and my Christmas tree is still up. Gotta take it down. Well, there's a lot going on. As most of you probably know, the US is deploying troops to the Middle East. Nothing is good gonna come out of it, because Iran already said that they're gonna do US another Vietnam. So I don't know, no one knows what exactly will happen, but it's not looking good, to say the least. And we need to be ready. If things go haywire in the Middle East, it's gonna affect here. It's gonna affect the economy. It'll probably cripple this economy even more so, in my opinion. Well, the topic of this video is actually kids, children in SHTF. When right now times are peaceful and good and relatively safe for the most parts, and we still need to watch out for our kids, because there is a lot of danger out there. There is danger of somebody running them over with their car, or somebody stealing them, or there's just endless possibilities for kids to get hurt or even disappear. So we need to watch out for them now. And I was thinking, in crap his defense scenario, if it's a bad scenario like countrywide or even more worldwide, danger for the kids is just gonna get so much worse. Both danger and, for tiny kids, food. That's why if you have really small kids, you should have part of your preps things like condensed milk or dry milk, any kind of milk. Even for bigger kids, they like milk. You can have pantry full of cereal, but cereal doesn't taste that good with water. It tastes much better with milk. So if you have kids any ages, make that part of your prep. It'll serve you good as well. I personally drink a lot of milk. Some people say it's bad for you, and I try to eat healthy for the most part. I just love milk, so I drink a lot of it. So that's gotta be part of your preps, milk of any kind. Another thing, if and when crap hits the fan, you will have to watch your kids even more closely. Number one, there will be less law, or possibly no law, without rule of law, as many people like to refer to it, WROL, without rule of law. And when there is no law or less law, all the crazy people, all the predators, all the people who could look for your kids for various reasons, there'll be more of them. So you would have to keep close eyes on your children. Don't let them go anywhere on the street unless they're upper teenagers, 16 or more. Even then, especially if it's a girl, I would not recommend letting them go alone too far away, in my opinion. Actually, when crap hits the fan, in my opinion, regardless of age, the more you're gonna stay inside, the safer you're gonna be. Because there will be danger for anybody at any age. There will be lots of crazy, hungry, desperate people who's gonna look to take advantage of anybody. So regardless of the age, If you stay home a little more and less outside, better. And of course, more so for younger people and children. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, kids, they get bored easy. So you have to keep them entertained to an extent. Possibly there would be no internet, or maybe not even electricity. But you can prepare yourself with table games, simple games like Uno or Connect 4 or Monopoly. You can play hours on end and be entertained. You can play with them, Checkers, chess, all these table games that are not dependent on electricity, because your iPad, chances are, not going to work unless you have some games saved in there. And of course, for that it requires electricity. So if you do have some sort of renewable energy, some sort of generator where you can make electricity and charge up your devices, then you're okay. But still, I would highly recommend having table games and books for your kids' entertainment. And for your own entertainment too, because chances are you won't be able to go out and just like you do now, Friday, Saturday night, go out drinking. You'll be lucky if you save in your pantry a fifth of something and from time to time crack it open and have a couple of shots with some friends of yours or your family. Or maybe you'll save that to barter with. Regardless, you gotta have some alcohol on hand. Whether you're gonna barter, whether you're gonna use it up yourself slowly. Now, it's not cheap crap, but I'm sure when crap hits the fan, it's gonna probably cost 10 times more, or who knows how much more. So make that part of your prep as well. So basically, I'll conclude this video with this. Hard times are probably coming, unfortunately, sooner than we would like. With the war in Middle East brewing up, with economy is just sliding slowly, but it is sliding. And proof of that is all the major stores closing up. Proof of that is, when I drive around Portland and I see smaller clubs and bars closing their doors. What does that mean? Less people go out. People don't spend the money, they can't stay in business. That means people are either not having the money or are tighter with their money. Regardless, economy is sliding down. So their SHTF scenario is coming from several different directions. Economically, war-wise, that big old earthquake they're talking about that can hit anytime, or other natural disasters. California is always on fire, seems like. All of you know Australia is completely on fire. And I don't think it'll come to that point here, but it could, especially in California, for example. Even Oregon was on fire a couple of years ago, So anything can happen anytime. We need to be ready. So get prepared, get food, get water, get medicine, and get a plan. Above all, what you're gonna do if war happens. What you're gonna do if an earthquake happens and you survive and you're okay, but you must leave, because if big earthquake happens, there's gonna be a big mess everywhere. There's going to be fires from broken electrical lines. Gas lines will be broken, and they're going to catch on fire from short circuit or something. Water lines. Everything is going to be a mess if that big earthquake hits. They say it's going to be 9 or 10 points earthquake. If that happens, it's going to be devastating. There's nothing going to be left except for ruins. So, SHTF scenario with an earthquake, with war, with economical collapse, and if any of those things happen, pandemic, that's just, it's given, it's just gonna happen. So get prepared for all those things, as much as you can. Each time you can go to the store, you don't need to spend a lot of money, you don't need to invest too much time, but each time you go to store, swing by an aisle where they sell canned food and get $5 worth or $10 worth. It's not gonna affect your budget, but little by little, you go shopping every week, let's say, and you spend $10 in preps, in canned goods. And in the cans, you can buy a lot of things. I mean, you can buy rice, of course, in the bag, but you can buy beans, vegetables, fruits, meats. There's pretty much everything you can buy in the cans. And those cans, they stay long time. They stay years. In some of my earlier videos, you can look it up. I tested expired foods, and they taste fine. And I tested expired foods on purpose, past the expiration date, just so you can be sure that you can eat it, you can consume it, and enjoy it and stay alive. Calories, man, you need calories. So anyway, gonna conclude with that. Please share and like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Videos are coming out daily, with the exception of Sunday. So we'll see you in the next upload. I appreciate everybody watching. Take care.